With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 11 MT. Ready? 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT. Take.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage. Here's Burrow. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score. Ravens 7, Bengals 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
I'm one.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down, Cincinnati.
Here's Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
11.
Now it's Burrow. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a first down.
Let's get set.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
11 mighty. 11. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now it's 2nd and 10.
11. Here we go. 12. 12, 12, 12, 12. 11, MT, 10. 11, 11, 11, 11. Dot.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
11, Thomas. Dot.
And Burrow going to throw again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past them.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
At the Bengals' 49-yard line.
Jackson. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jackson. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Xavier Legette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Bengals nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
2nd and 10.
Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
11, 11. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
12, 12, 12, 12, 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow will throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's going deep for Brown. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. A nightmare of the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Murphy. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Jacobs will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Oh, spinning away. And he returns this to the 22. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And he will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12. 11 MT. Tate. 11.
Back to throw again. And this will be caught by Mooney. First target, first catch, and a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Bengals
Here we go.
first down.
Right in. 11 MT. 11.
And the Bengals first down.
11 Thomas. 11.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Here we go. 11. 180. 12.
Again, it's Burrow. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have a look at it, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the slant. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 2-yard line.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
11.
They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. Back deep is Tutu Atwell. Taken in at the 22. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11. 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find Higgins. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's Jackson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore.
From the gun, Jackson. That one complete to the gap. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Play action. Now Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. And Xavier Legette with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And not much happening on the return. He's going to get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
12, 11, 11, 11.
1st down,
11, Thomas.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st down.
Get set. 11, 11, 11.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson now. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Bengals 6.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a fine chase on the right side, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go. Can. 11 Thomas. 11, 11 MT. 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Bengals 6.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And a loose football. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Juwan Johnson, 28 yards. And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Tyler Luke to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
With such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Hey, Alpha, Salat! Salat! 180! What is Salat?
Jackson And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Working out of the gun is Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Bengals first down. A gain of 15. First down, Cincinnati.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To the air, Dart. Quick hitch, complete. It's Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing, Dart, middle of the field to Jefferson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now Dart. And he's got this to Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Here's Dart. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 13.
Dart going to look to throw here. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Dart. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. Bronco 879.
To throw is Dart. And this is going to be intercepted. intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Looking to put a drive together. Running right, here's Brown. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking to throw, Dart. Quick slam to Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Bengals first down. A gain of 14. First down, Bengals.
To throw now, Dart. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
14 more yards. It's another Bengals first down. A gain of 14. First down.
From the gun, here's Dart. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That is a big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, here's Dart. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Talk about two sides of the ball and cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Their front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals trying, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Andrew McKilba. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. There he goes, left side. Jamar Chase. He's to the 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's got it in the end zone. Bit of a surprising call here, down by as many as they are, but the fake works, and they'll get 2 points closer instead of 1.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8, and I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Play action. Now Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Dart. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Dart from the gun on 3rd down.
That is caught. And now off to the races down the right side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
To kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Jackson.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Baltimore, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.